Hi, Jenny here with First Drip. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making some black linen and amber soap. I haven't really made this soap before, but the fragrance is so amazing. Um, Per usual, these are my oils, my liquid state oils, my melted hard state oils. This contains olive oil, castor oil, and grapeseed oil. I also have colloidal kaolin clay in here. That's why it looks creamy and cloudy. In here, I have coconut babasu and shea butter. Right here is my lye solution that contains sugar and silk. Yes. Right now, everything is in good temperature range. I'm going to combine, mix, and pour. Please do well to let me know what else you'd like to see from me, what else you'd like me to talk about, and things like that. For those of you who are not new here, you know I do use voiceover to go over whatever I'm talking about. Just because if I don't, this will be a pretty long video, and ain't nobody want that. So, okay. Thanks for watching. Please do well to like, share, subscribe, yeah, and share. Do all that good stuff. Check out my shop and all that fantastic stuff. All right, thanks. Keep watching.
Usually, before I make a video, I do have this app where I um, put down all the products I want to make, and usually I do this way in advance so I can have an understanding of what my stock actually realistically looks like and what I really want to make. So when I do set my mind to make a particular soap, I just go through with it. This soap was a new soap that I made, and it turned out really good. It was a very lovely soap, and I think I'm gonna make it again, unless if the market just doesn't gravitate towards it. But I personally love it. My process when I am working on a soap is I do my prepping at the minimum the night before, the day before. Usually I master batch my oils for a few batches and I keep it in the container until I'm ready to actually make the soap. I've started also master batching my lye, and I do the same thing. The only thing I have to do in the morning and or the day of making my soap is melt my solid state oils. Just because I haven't gotten to the production level where I use a barrel or I need a warming jacket where I can melt all my oils, put it in a bucket, and put on that jacket over it, and I turn it on and like let it just warm up, and I stir my oils and split what I need. So on a day like this, I come, I make my start prepping, start filming, and I just go through the motion like that. I've also started doing, if you've noticed over the past couple videos, I've started mixing my, um, what's it called? My titanium dioxide differently. I was for the longest time always using water, but I never master batch titanium dioxide because I used to use water and I just don't like the idea of mixing water with any of my ingredients and just letting it sit and shake and use just because of it's water and microbes and all that stuff. I'd rather be safe. I decided to start trying out the oil method because my titanium dioxide is both water and oil soluble, and so I absolutely love it. I don't know why I hadn't done it before. So he'd seen I had my titanium dioxide in like in a plastic. It's actually what's it called, the plastic film wrap thing. That was just the leftover of my master batch titanium dioxide. I was trying to like get rid of it. I didn't want to waste and throw things out. So I've actually been loving the master batching titanium dioxide using oil. Perfect, comes out really good. For this particular design, black linen and amber, I decided to go very basic, um, which is the black and white, and just swirl it that way, and just try to make a pretty design. And then for the top, as you're gonna see pretty soon, I decided to go with a coppery tone to indicate that amber. This really did work out for this soap. When it comes to the colors of my soap, or how I think about coloring my soap, I like to color my soap in a way that it speaks to the name of the soap. So for example, black linen and amber, I was very on the nose with that, using black and white to indicate the black linen. Um, Granted that when I think about linen, I think about white, I think about clean, I think about fresh, I think about bright. And that's where my headspace was at. And then black is just really on the nose because it's black linen. Like you look at it and listen and hear the name and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, yes. As opposed to like a green, blue, purple for black linen and amber, to me that just doesn't jive. And then the amber, when I use the copper, as you see right here, I was trying to figure out how I can get really close to the color amber. And I think copper is a really nice shade that's really close to that color amber. I didn't really try to do a lot of color mixing to try to figure out what color temperature and what tone I'm going. Now, you may have noticed over past few videos that this swirl top I am doing right now, I struggle with it. I really do. I don't know. I don't know if I have it in me to actually nail it. Like I have tried and it just doesn't want me to nail it. And I understand why. I really know why. I know what the problem is. And I know that my batter needs to be fluid enough to be able to give me that, what's it called? Is it a chevron top? Is that what it's called? I don't really recall off the top of my head right now. But let's just assume it's called chevron, right? To get that chevron top, I know your batter needs to be fluid, and what you're using to drag those chevron lines needs to be skinny enough. I use a glass stirring rod, and I just don't feel it's skinny enough. I think I uploaded one other video where I had used a skewer stick. In that video, I did not think my batter was fluid enough. And then when I do it, kind of looks like not that great to me. Then I just change it up, on the spot, whatever. One day I'll get it. Yeah, so as I was splitting the soap, I was really impressed. I really loved how the colors swirled together. I loved the lines I was seeing. I loved the combination of the white and the black. I loved that contrast, including the copper amber on the top. It was just looking gorgeous. It was looking so good. I was very impressed with how the swirls came off on every bar. And we know this is handmade soap. Every bar is gonna look different. They're like, fingerprints. They're always gonna look different. I could do this exact same pour with the exact same density of fluidity, and it will look different. It's just fantastic. I love coldprocesssoap that way, and this one turned out really good. So my log splitter and my bar cutter that you are seeing me use is different from what you've been seeing previous in many other videos. However, this is not new. If you go back to my first maybe 3 4 videos on my channel, you would see them. These were my first. These are from Workshop Heritage. I love them. And this bar cutter, I absolutely love it. I love it. It is left-handed. If you haven't noticed, I'm left-handed, so it's for we left-handed folks. So many things are difficult for us to find, and they were making left-handed bar cutters, and I was, I was all up for it. I got it. I absolutely love it. It is so easy. It's a really good cutter. Same thing with the lug splitter. I really love the lug splitter because it has um an extension right at the bottom where you can anchor it to the edge of your table. So when you push your soap, as long as you're very perpendicular to like you're very flat and perpendicular to the table, it will that will guide you. You don't need another hand to like help you hold it still, unless if you kind of rock too much and then it's gonna slide off. They could have made it a little bit longer, but I understand why it's that way because it needed to be that way because of the other um and but I absolutely love it. Those are two really fantastic cool tools. When I did get the custom craft tool, um, I think I have the Caterpillar splitter. It's a log splitter and a bar cutter. It's 2 in 1. I got that for that purpose because it's 2 in 1, and I also love it. I really love it. The bar, the with loaf cutter part, um, you know, it really doesn't have an end block to stop your loaf from sliding forward. You just have to use a ruler to measure and know exactly where you're gonna put it, and be precise like that every time. That's about the only thing with that one, which it's not a thing. It's just its design. It's a different design. I absolutely love it. Both are of top quality. They are really good. The quality is fantastic. I just decided to bring out this one so that I can show it some love. You're gonna be seeing it in many many more videos. I think I'm gonna be using it most of this year. Actually, I'm gonna just put my custom craft tool cutter to rest a little bit, and then when I'm missing it and have that urge like I did for this one, I'm gonna break it out. However, you'd see in subsequent videos to come that I am beginning to ache for something else. I'm beginning to ache for something different. Okay. So this is where I wrap up my soaps. I know most people um do their beveling, cleanup, everything, the last bits of everything you need to do to complete your soap making, stamping, whatever you do, maybe a few days or the day they cut the soap, or a few days after, just to make it get harder a little bit more. I am different. I don't know how many soapers do this, but this is the way I do it, and it works for me. It works perfectly for me. It works with my schedule. It works with the way I work. It's just, I've never had a problem with it. In fact, I have less problem with it than when I used to do it the way every other person does it, which is cleaning up, beveling, stamping, all that stuff right when you cut it, or a few days after. In fact, I had more problems then. What I do is I do mine after it's cured. Yes. I cure my soap for 6 weeks, and I do that anywhere from 6 weeks onwards. In fact, I have soap right now that is about 3 months old that I still haven't done my cleanup. And I know because I've done it before, that when I go to clean it up, of which I actually need to go clean them up and do my finishing touches, it's going to be fantastic. Number one is the type of stamp I have. Let's talk about the stamp. The type of stamp I have is probably different from the type many other people use, and maybe I would show you. Maybe I'll talk about it some other time. It makes post cure stamping a breeze, And cleanup for me is just easier. I mean, it just works better for me to just like wait till it's cured, and I clean up. It's like I said, I've had way less issues and problems and annoyance and smudges and all of that. Um, as you can see, how easy it is for me to stamp my soap even after six. I think this was actually a little more than 6 weeks. I just push it and that's it. I don't use a mallet. I don't even need to use elbow grease, nothing. Well, thanks for watching and stay tuned to the next one.